Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2020, All-Rounder episode 69. I'm at a race that I had no intention of being at, but I'm here because I've got a chance to earn points. And the only reason why I have a chance to earn points on this is because, well, something amazing happened. This is the 4 Hours of Dunkirk. It's a 6-stage race, which, of course, with the mission for this season to get through quickly, I was going to bypass the entire thing because the return rate generally is not very good. But this one just got a whole lot better. So, profile for this, 5 of the 6 stages are sprint stages. It would take a lot of time to get through those to get limited XP. But one stage is different. Well, that stage was stage 5, and in stage 5 it was a little bit punchy, and it was cobbled hills. And from those, as I need to speed up a little bit here, and the field is splitting right now. Let's bring it on down. I somehow, through quick simulation, won stage 5, the punchy, cobbled climbing stage. And won by about a dozen seconds, and I find myself in first place in this race overall. So if I can hang on to win this race, I'll get some pretty nice XP for very, very limited effort on this stage. So I'm set to 91. I've got only a single support rider with 12k to go. We still have a small break ahead of us that needs to be caught, but it's nearly done. Toynes, one of the favorites on this stage, actually is the favorite on this stage to come out ahead. I think he did win one of the stages, one of those previous 4 sprint stages, and now with 10k to go, I've added Slagter to my support team, but he is way to the back, so we'll see if he can catch up. I doubt it's going to happen. It'd be nice if it does, but
the little promenade is over. The group has been overhauled.
no. We're now in a constant swap of who is supporting me right now. There's a slight amount of undulation to this, but with the breakaway done, it's all together, and I've got it all to do. So here comes Slagter again, but Slagter hasn't even made it past Pater yet. Now it's Lewis, so I just kind of count myself on my own to get to the finish. I've got enough of a lead that regardless of who wins this stage, they can't catch me. And now with just 5k to go, I can gently just move to the front and go for the sprint. As the field just split, by the way. Now it's 4k to go, 3k to go. Ease off a little bit. I'm in a good position here. Under 3k. Not going to do anything crazy. We're just going to go 2k to go. 1.5k. Come around this final corner here. Inside 1 kilometer. Sprint it out. It's a little early for me. I'm going to run out of red bar before the finish, but I just missed top 3. Toynes just misses the win. Soro takes the win. Toynes second. Thiessen third. I get 10th on the stage, but that'll be enough. I hang on for the victory overall. So nice GC victory. It's been a while since I've had one of those, and I did it with no effort. Now, of course, there was some really good XP for stage 5. I actually thought about running the stage because I was looking at the profile going, man, this suits me. Well, it suited me quite well. No XP for that, but I'll get the XP for the overall victory. There you go. 16 seconds ahead of Kelmajan, 34 ahead of Holson. Toynes takes 12th. And there it is, 44 points for winning the overall and the Young Riders classification. That also brought my manager's satisfaction back up as we had a little break between races. I think we also have another little break after this one. It's a couple weeks till the next race. But we're into a classics period where I'll have a lot of classics coming up. Not a lot, but a handful of classics coming up between now and the national championships, I think. 80 kilometers left in the Marcel Kint race. It's just a classic, 160k, a little bit of undulation, but nothing bad. I'm somehow the favorite with my overall rating, but I don't think enough damage is going to be done to the sprinters. If I had full team control, I might be able to put a herding in and leave the sprinters with nothing left and kind of leave myself as one of the only riders, if not the only rider, at full strength as we approach the finish. But I don't. I have one support rider. It is Vermeltfort. If it stays Vermeltfort towards the finish, I can get a decent lead out. I could probably squeeze my way into the top 10, maybe a little higher. A little. I don't think I'm really going to challenge a podium on this one. If it was 240k or something, I would, but at 160k, stamina's not going to have as much of an effect. And ultimately, it's going to be still down to sprinters, I think, realistically. And now I don't even have Vermeltfort, as Vermeltfort's been dropped. We're having an aggressive pace, which is good for me. And actually, that's probably the group I want to find myself in. Can I... Oop, they sat up. Oh, now all of a sudden there's 6 of us away. But they're sitting up, so it's going to go right back into the peloton. One rider gets away. I'm totally a marked man on a day like this, so I'm not going to open any big gaps, so I don't want to waste that kind of energy. Vermeltfort back into the group, though. Get him back on protection duty. Hopefully bring him back towards the front. He's got quite a bit of ground to cover with 18k. Looks like we're seeing another attack here. Potentially. Big acceleration. Hopefully they're just bringing that rider back. Yeah, I don't see them trying to escape. They're chasing. Anyway, I do have an objective of getting a top 50. So I should get some pretty good XP from this race regardless of the position. Top 10 is going to help that a lot more. There you go. It's back together. 107 now. Vermeltfort keeps switching off the assignment. He is getting closer to the front. 13k to go.
Another attack. This time it could go all the way. The finish line is getting close.
Vermeltfort almost there. He's made it up there. He doesn't have a lot of energy left. Coming that late.
Now the guys up front are asking serious questions of the riders in the rear.
Flagon, Decline, and a bunch of other riders caught up in a crash. Now I just lost Vermeltfort's support as soon as he gets up here. Working for either Say or De Gent. 6k to go. And he's in that perfect position too. That's unfortunate. 5k. Almost time to put that effort up. We're seeing a big acceleration here by Ekoff, leading out Denise. Weird to see it that way around, but that's going to be really tough to beat. That double whammy. CCC going for it too. 2.5k to go. And you can see already I'm lagging behind here. Guillaume getting in the way of what I'm trying to do here. Way behind. Way behind. Those guys got a really good start. I needed to lead out. Van Poppel takes the win. Millier's third. I do grab a top 10. Just 10th place. I had a Postal Burger. Beat Case Bull on the way there, so that's always good. Campenerets, Cavagna.
We're waiting for the back markers who appear to be fairly numerous in this.
But it's all sprinters. Top 8. Moretsko probably, yeah. So I got in amongst them. Top 10's going to be good for the XP. 51 points. Claim a victory, we get 44. 10th place, we get 51. Reason? Positional objective. Makes all the difference. So I have another chance to grab some easier than normal XP in a stage race. It's the Baloise Belgium Tour. It's a 5-stage race. It has a wide array of profiles that you're going to see. There's a short time trial. There's a punchy stage. There's a cobbled stage. And a couple sprint stages. The final stage, is one of those sprint stages. Now the reason why I'm going to potentially grab some easy XP today is I sit in 6th overall, and I'm also just 2 seconds outside of 5th place right now. But at the same time, 5th place is the co-leader of my team for today's stage anyway, and that is Thomas De Gent. So De Gent sits in 5th, I sit in 6th, but only 2 seconds separate us. So either way, a top 10 and leading the under 25s classification is going to be worth some XP. And if I can get into the top 5, it'll be worth even more. I was hoping for maybe a sprint point challenge. No challenge on this one. It was looking like there could likely be a challenge. We had 5 riders in the break, and they weren't establishing more than that because continually more riders were pursuing that and getting after him and trying to join the group. And so their lead was rather slender about what it is now. Kind of kept attack. And I thought maybe they were going to crumble, and they actually did start to crumble. But as they crumbled, suddenly there was the right number of riders away. I think 4 of the original 5 stayed away, and then 2 riders were able to bridge the gap, and we eased off, and they came back together, and that ended up being the break. So no opportunity on those intermediate sprints, but now we have an opportunity on the final sprint. Unfortunately, I have 0 support riders. And that's not going to help me. I'm going to have to do this on my own. I do have a +4 race day condition, as I am now on a fitness peak. And then just lucked out on a +2 otherwise. Final 6K, let's set ourselves up for it. Okay, final 5K, let's start easing forward.
Uh-oh, a leader has fallen. We can only hope that it doesn't have any impact on the outcome of the
Okay,
race.
Seneschal working at the front. Pretty easy going here right now. 3K to go. Slight uphill right now, but it's only 1 degree. Left-hander, and then there's towards the finish. Is there a turn before the finish as well? No, not enough anyway. Okay, speed up. Inside 1K and full sprint. Sam Bennett's going to easily win this thing, but I might hang on to a top 4 if I could beat Siro here. I do. 4 seconds. That'll put me in the top 5. Nice finish. 3rd on the stage. That'll be a little bonus as well.
We're waiting for the tailenders who continue to arrive.
Points took 8th. To get 83rd. You deserve to slip back a position on there. I don't know if I'll gain more than just the 1. I don't remember what all the gaps are. I'm not challenging for the victory. I know that, but is it 4th? Is it 5th? I think it might just be 5th place.
Here are the race highlights that we've selected for you.
But 3rd on the stage and 5th overall and under 25s champion will certainly look good. There you go. Yeah. 1 second shy of Gaudu. So it was Remy Cavagna for the win. Maurice Van Aert. Gaudu, that's a big list of names. De Gent beating him out. And then Zuma down there in 7th. Paulus in the top 10. Seiko. It's a lot of big names that we were able to... on paper, I'm honestly, I think I'm as good on paper as I'm able to do in person with this character at this point. 9th in the sprint classification, under 25 champ, team classification as well. It'd be nice if that actually came out as a bonus on here somehow. If you got XP for that, we get 50 for that stage. That was an easy earning there. Back up to 98% as well, as it's been a month since that. At least 2 races ago now. Just 40 away from leveling up, so at the very least we'll get that at the turn of the month. But I think there are still a little bit, there's definitely still a bit to do here in June. I'm at Dwarsdorhet Hageland. This Hageland race, I've got my fitness peak, so it's supposed to be a +2. I was supposed to have a +1 additional. I'm not sure what it was for. I figured it was the weather. I figured it was nice, pleasant weather that gave me that +3. I don't think that's the case. Weather's not looking so nice. It's raining. However, I am from the Pacific Northwest, where, similar to England, we get a lot of rain here. So I'm accustomed to the rain. I'm not bothered by the rain. The funnest soccer game, aka football game football match that I've ever been a part of was an absolute mud fest. It was so much fun. So yeah, I don't know what it is here that triggered a +3 on the base, but I ended up with a -1. So I drew a -4 today. So my last couple decent draws that I've had have balanced themselves out. We've got 13K to go. Top 50 expected for this race. For Meltfort, who I just gained control of, is way too far behind. Decline is here. And Decline is no longer mine. Decline is back. Yeah, this is going to be difficult. Get him in front of me, and then we'll follow. Let's just change that to an effort up. It's still 10K to go, so I don't want to go too hard.
Or it's going to start breaking up. A fall has just happened in the peloton. Several riders are on the ground. A rider has fallen, and he's not getting back up.
We'll try to put Vermeldfort into the line. And he's almost close enough to actually do this. This could really increase my chances of a decent finish if I get that proper lead out for a change. Klein's position's okay. There's De Gent. There's Guillaume, and I didn't lose. Oh, there's Vermeldfort. There he is. I didn't see him sneak it up here.
His race is over.
Still not quite in position. He's stuck behind the Astana rider. Finally, he's able to get into position. 4K to go. Time for the big acceleration. 97. Decline. 99, buddy. 99. 3.5K. 3K. Give his sprint, because he's actually got a little turn of pace on that. Okay, for Meltfort, no. Let's just go 99 for a moment.
And the final sprint is off. Who's going to be the
did you
first
see
to the
what
line
he
today?
just did there? Kind of screwed me twice for Meltfort. But, for a change, I've got him. Well, no, look at that. Look how far ahead these guys are. I might have a good run in, but I'm definitely coming from behind. Oh, Guillaume changed his line, pushed me into the wall. My own teammate. I had Say pegged. I had him beat, which means I was looking at 4th place or better. Wow. Now, in 2020, after some nasty crashes and some nasty coronavirus, that would have gotten Guillaume relegated to the back of the group for sure. He just shoved me right into the wall, and he had a clear line in front of him. He had no reason to come across the track and block me like that. Dirty pool. Alright, well anyway, next up is the National Championships. It's still a good result for me. It's 6th place. It's not bad. I needed a top 50, so that'll come with a decent amount of XP. 6th place is still not bad, even though it would have definitely been better if Say had not made that move. Next up is the National Championships, and then that's worth 51 points, so that is a level up for us. It's just a skill point. It's the first of 3 complete, and we also get our first in the Discovery panel, which I haven't used at all. I don't need the observation. I almost never use it. Race results, teammates. Finally, we hit the last tree and begin anyway. And we're down to just 8 levels. 8 levels left. We are almost complete. Next time, again, we'll open with the individual time trial on the national championships. I have my fitness peak, and then we'll have the road race following. So excited for the next episode and the prospect of what could become of that one. I have 3 victories so far this season, which matches all but one season. I've had 5 seasons in total. I had 3 victories season 1, 3 in season 2. I had 6 in season 3 as we emerged into Continental Pro. That's been my best season as a pro. And then in season 4, I got on everybody's radar. Things got more difficult, and I picked up 3 victories. But now, just halfway through this season, I've got 3 victories. One of them a classic, plus the double in the opener for this episode. So, good start to the year. Can I grab some more victories? Obviously, there's one in particular I'd really like to get again because I've done it twice already, which is win the U.S. National Championships. I don't know what the profile is going to be this season for it. The time trial, flat, 18K. I'm not the best. I should get a top 10, but even then, that's not guaranteed. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for